How is May already melting away? Between May-cember mayhem and the final box unpacked. Today we're flipping back through our Makselife pages, celebrating what worked, learning from what didn't, and setting the stage for a summer of success. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel where creativity meets purposeful planning. My name is Amanda Lynn and I'm so glad you're here. Truly, planning is just better with a buddy. Today we're diving into our May reflection and I've got everything pulled and ready to go. I'm using my trusty undated Makselife Monthly Planner, the one I dated myself back during winter break. If you're new here, the Makselife goal setting system includes annual goals, monthly goals, and weekly action steps, designed to work together to keep us on track. So today we're going to flip through the monthly actions page and chat about the yays and nays across each area of life. We'll check in with our annual goals as we near the halfway mark of 2025. And we'll wrap things up with the May reflection page so that we can step into June with clarity and confidence. Whether you're planning along or soaking it in, we're in this together, so let's get started. First up, the monthly actions. Here we move through every area of life, Makselife style, and talk about what felt fabulous and what flopped. The focus for this month was physical environment, so let's start there. I'm doing a little happy dance because guess what? We're officially unpacked. That's right, friends, the final box has been busted open and put away. We even have our old house ready for sale. That was a journey. And brace yourselves, I had my car detailed for Mother's Day by my 11-year-old. It took her 5 hours and approximately 73 snack breaks, but it's sparkly and clean, and I call that a major win. But of course, not every category was a breeze. Some areas like health, learning, and personal definitely took a backseat this month, and that's okay. We can't do everything, but we can reset with intention and refocus our energy on what matters the most. Now let's hop over to the monthly reflections page to take a deeper look. This is one of my favorite parts of the Makselife system because we don't even realize how far we've come until we pause and process. Let's talk biggest wins. For me, it was finally getting our home fully settled in, reclaiming some calm in my space and reconnecting with routines that made me feel good. The act of moving may be behind us, but we now get to actually enjoy the space we worked so hard to create. And that's worth celebrating. And our trip to Camp Lakota. Things that are currently working in my life is family time and my reading goals. Things that are currently not working in my life would be the learning goals that I had and my healthy habits. Things I learned this month is I can't do it all, so I have to focus on one thing at a time. The improvements and adjustments I need to make going into next month will be my health focus, and I want to add some learning back into the queue. What I'm most grateful for right now are my friends and family. They've all been doing lots of check-ins to make sure that we're good and that we're settling in, and it's been really nice to connect. Habits I want to nurture for next month will be healthy habits and routines, and of course the focus will be health. My overall satisfaction for this month, I'm rating it a 7. Because although everything went well on the home front, other things fell by the wayside. So I'm at a happy median. I'm happy with the 7. I'd love to hear about your wins for the month too. Whether they're big, bold moves or tiny triumphs, drop them in the comments so I can cheer you on. Seriously, we're better together and your progress is always worth applauding. Now that we've wrapped our May reflection, it's time to look forward because we're not just wandering into June, we're walking in with purpose and a plan. Let's jump back to our annual goals first and give them a little check-in. I like to scan through each category to ask, is this goal still relevant? And have I made progress on it? And which projects am I going to want to bring forward into June? Just updating anything that I got through this month. I know that for June, we will have camping trips and weekend adventures on the docket. I do want to focus on my capsule wardrobe for June as well. The planner conference, they just announced the Chicago planner conference and I'm interested because the dates and the timeline work out really well for me, but I don't know. Do you know of anyone going to the Chicago planner conference? Be sure to drop it down below so that I can look into it further. or if you've been to the Chicago conference and want to share your experience with me, I would really love to hear more about it. For Celebrate, I do have summer camp on here. She's not going to a traditional summer camp, but we work something out so that she will go and visit friends. And then she wants to take French baking classes. Isn't that fun? Work and learning. I actually have been learning a lot about ClickUp and Trello updates this month, even though I haven't been doing my masterclass. And BSP, I'll probably move that to next quarter, actually. I have been prioritizing my daily tasks because I've been using my daily planner, batching them by theme. Haven't figured that part out yet. And reorganizing. These two I'll push to the next quarter as well. Game nights, movie nights, and bake-offs. We've actually been doing pretty good at them. This is my quarter 2 goals worksheet that I filled out right before April started, and I've been kind of keeping track of what I've been doing along the way. So we've had at least one per month, so that's pretty good. And then the friend trips we have scheduled for later on this month. We have our anniversary trip. We're going to go right after my birthday as well. Friends and family, I have been reaching out. We do have a girls' weekend scheduled. For health and wellness, this is my new focus for this month. I did have 10 per month on the Pilates thing. I did start the new studio, which was the only thing I got down for my new thing. I have been going 3 times a week, so I'm holding firm at my 12 times a month thing. Then virtual challenges. I actually got another medal for one of my events. I finished my Côte d'Azur challenge and I got this fun medal. It's been fun doing the Conquer ones. The only one that I'm working on now is my 2025 one, so it's a huge goal and I'm probably not going to hit it until the very last minute if I do. So working on it slowly but surely. I do have a dentist appointment in June. I have to make sure that that makes it on the plans. For Scouts, we're working on the Bronze Award project this month, exploring new connections. We've been doing really good about learning more about our neighborhood and meeting new people. I have been doing my weekly reflections and I'm working on building up my habits, researching new physicians. That's next on my list. Then we have freezer meal prep, adding healthy breakfast and lunch and adding skincare routine. Yeah, I need to do that. For financial, so it's just my standard billing, deposits, and quarterly update that I have here. I went through and did a crazy declutter. I do want to work on the cleaning schedule, working on my new routine for the new house. And I don't think I've hit enough miles to get my next oil change this month, so that might be something for quarter 3. This we've done, this we've done, this we've done, and we've done that too. Yay! We got through all of our relocation list. The only thing I have left on my moving checklist is continuing to change addresses. I still have to do like the DMV, the banks, and stuff like that. I did get a library card though, so since, you know, priorities, you got to get your library card before you get your address changed. Anyways, so that is my update on my annual goals. Doing really good. Next, I'm going to take this and we're going to jump over to, this is where my favorite planning partner comes into play, the Monthly Overview Printable. It's a free project planner from my library that helps you break down your goals with clarity and purpose. I'll link it below so you can snag it if you want to follow along in next week's video. But before we fill it in, we should stop over at the task list section. I use this as a brain dumping zone. I jot down every to-do, half-thought, maybe someday idea bouncing around in my head. It helps me sort out what actually needs to happen and what can politely wait its turn. When choosing a goal to move forward, I think about what's realistic at this time. Are there a lot of steps needed and tasks to complete? What would the obstacles be and how should I proceed with them? And also, are there any monthly, weekly, or daily tasks that will help me make progress? Anything that doesn't make the cut for this month, no hard feelings. I drop it into my Trello board. That way it stays in the orbit for future planning sessions. And while I'm here, I check the plans that I had on deck for June way back in January. I love using Trello for goals and brain dumps throughout the year. It's like getting a little note from past me. Sometimes she was spot on, and sometimes she was a little too ambitious. Either way, we decide what fits and what needs adjusting. First, let's look at the important events section. This is where I bust out my summer planning at a glance page, a personal Microsoft Word creation that's keeping me sane for the season ahead. It's not in my freebie library. I feel it's a little late to upload it for the season, but if you love it, DM me on Instagram and I'll happily share it with you. Some events this season, we have 5th grade promotion, a dentist appointment, and our big camping trip. From here, I choose 3 major goals to carry into June. These are usually pulled from my annual goals, Trello tasks, or just things that I knew needed to happen. And right now I'll brainstorm 3 action steps for each so I have a clear path towards progress. We'll also decide which habits we're starting, stopping, or sticking with. These aren't just random trends. We're picking habits that will support the goals we just outlined. Based on all of this, reflection, goals, Trello, and what life's throwing at us, here's where we choose the focus. It's the area of life I want to lean most into this month, whether it's health, family time, creativity. Picking a focus helps me guide my decisions all month long. And voila, we're ready for our monthly goal setting setup. We'll plug everything into our June monthly actions and set up those weekly action steps too. We're ready for next week. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So be sure that you're subscribed and hit the little bell so that it pops up in your feed when it drops. Have the best week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.